with coverage you can count on. This is the Erie News Nowcast.
Good evening, I'm Haley Potter. Thanks for joining us for tonight's edition of the Erie News Nowcast. Former Penn State President Graham Spanier will soon have to report to jail after a judge upheld a sentence issued 4 years ago. The judge ordered Spanier to begin serving at least 2 months in jail on July 9th, followed by 2 more months of house arrest. It all stems from a single misdemeanor conviction of endangering the welfare of children. Spanier was convicted in 2017, but appeals had allowed him to stay out of jail. He was forced out as the school's top administrator when assistant football coach Jerry Sandusky was arrested a decade ago on multiple counts of sexual abuse. Now to some continuing coverage of an animal cruelty and hoarding case discovered at a home on Erie's east side last night. The Erie Humane Society brought about 27 dogs and 15 cats from a home along Lighthouse Street. They've spent most, if not all, of their lives in crates, a lot of them doubled up. The cruelty team's determining what charges to file against the homeowner. We're told it's going to be a long process to build trust with these animals.
It's not going to be a quick few weeks. It's going to be a long process, and in many cases, just the ability for them to trust other people and want to work with us and us to care for them, I think it's going to take a little time because some of them are just really scared.
We are told this is the second time this happened with the same homeowner. She was charged with a similar hoarding and animal abuse situation back in 2010. All over the country, employers are struggling to find employees, a problem often blamed on increased unemployment benefits that have some people earning more money by not working. But County Executive Kathy Dahlkemper today said she thinks that's only part of the problem, saying some people make more money staying home, but others are just scared to go back to work and be around unvaccinated people. Some families also face childcare struggles, with school closures creating scheduling problems. Dahlkemper says requiring those receiving benefits to look for work might chip into the problem, but it's a far more complex problem.
We really need to look systemically at this situation and as a country, as a state, and as a community, decide how we can assist those people, whether it's some of those barriers I talked about or whether it's the financial piece that keeps them out of work.
In other county COVID news, the area's daily case totals are dropping, but the hospitalization rate remains steady. Erie's public school students, like their peers across the nation, have had a strange couple of school years with long stretches of learning from home, and so many students have fallen behind in school. So Erie's public schools have come up with their Sail into Summer program to help out. The district and its teachers are offering a plan that'll provide breakfast and then academic enrichment in the morning, where middle and elementary school students read novels and work on math skills. Then families have the option to stay for lunch and afternoon enrichment programs, from music and art to athletics. That's the idea of these 3-week sessions in June and July. Now in August, they'll offer a different type of 2-week session focused on gearing students up for the new grade they'll be entering.
So in our middle schools and our upper elementary schools, they're going to read novels during their sessions. You know, they're going to engage in math differentiated based on what they need. And in our primary grades, they're going to extend on units that they love during the school year and add additional trade books and have time to really delve deeper into. So I like to think of it as an opportunity for kids to continue to grow.
You can find a link to register for the summer school programs on the story on our website, erienewsnow.com. We are continuing to look into the changes on the way for Pennsylvania's unemployment system. In July, the state will resume work search requirements for those seeking jobless benefits. Businesses like Bonded Services hope they'll lead to a spike in applications. The company's vice president says they're currently down 30 positions, forcing the current staff of 285 employees to work significant overtime. For months, nearly 750,000 Pennsylvanians receiving jobless benefits have also been receiving an extra $300 a week. But come July 18th, everyone seeking unemployment benefits must apply for 2 jobs and to participate in 1 work search activity each week. Many businesses say the changes are a step in the right direction.
I hope it opens up the door for more applicants to come in so we can fill some of these positions that we have open and get people back to work and be able to service the amount of customers that want work.
Once the requirement goes back into effect, Pennsylvanians who turn down a suitable job or recall will no longer be eligible for those jobless benefits. And it was a day of community outreach for the Erie Police and Fire Department. Officers and firefighters spent all afternoon teaching kids about their jobs and having fun while doing it. This was the first community outreach day of the summer, and from the JFK Center to the MLK Center, children from all over the city got a chance to learn about the trucks, all the equipment, and even have some fun with the officers and firefighters and enjoy some popsicles too. Children we spoke to said they liked seeing all the gear up close. The community leaders say it's a day that's not just about fun, but about service too.
We're trying to teach these kids that, to pay it forward. If they see kids out here that we encounter, to, give them a popsicle, give them a bottle of water, and try to engage and try to show some of these younger kids what leadership looks like.
And we can hear from some of those kids with our Elspeth Meisner tonight on Erie News Now at 11 o'clock. It's a night of celebration for an Erie County Bureau. Today marks 150 years since Union City Bureau's name was changed from Union Mills to Union City. This afternoon, leaders held a walking tour around the Bureau. City officials dedicated a new mural and historic markers around the downtown area. The public and representatives from a number of organizations showed off Main Street in Union City.
We're very proud of our community. We have worked very hard. There are many, many volunteers that have worked to bring about change in our community and improve things for our residents and make things nicer for the people that live in the community as well as folks that we'd like to attract to come live in our community.
Union City officials say that they're keeping a calendar of birthday events so people in the Bureau can celebrate all year long. I'll have more from that story tonight on Erie News Now at 11. Presque Isle State Park will once again offer sunscreen at 3 beaches this summer. The Pennsylvania Department of Health pays for the program and battery-operated dispensers. Park officials tell us the dispensers will be available at Beach 8, Beach 11, and the Public Safety Building. Lifeguards oversee the rollout on Presque Isle and say prevention is the key to having safe fun in the sun this summer.
We do our best. If we see somebody out there and they're already starting to get that red glow to them, if we have time, we'll go over there and talk to them and tell them to seek some cover or to get some sunscreen in. And people get like second-degree burns from this, and it's those burns, those very bad burns, that are the ones that will more than likely or will likely lead to a cancer later on in life.
Lifeguards hope that the program expands to other beaches as time goes on. Swimming opens for the season at Presque Isle this Saturday, May 29th. Thanks for joining us for the Erie News Nowcast. Join us for our next news at 10 p.m. on the CW and 11 p.m. on WICU and WSEE. Have a great night.